Hello guys, welcome back to Warframe. This is take 2 because I definitely didn't just mess up this intro bit the first time. No, I don't do that kind of thing. Today we're taking a look at the Tenent Flux rifle. One of the newest weapons added into the game. Obviously all the Tenant weapons are very decent. And the Flux rifle is one of them. So what are we working with? We've got a 20% crit chance, 1.8 crit multi, 15 fire rate, 1.8 reload, 26% stats chance, full auto trigger, 120 magazine. I don't have a normal version to compare to, so I can't tell you, which stats are better and whatnot. But I'll just assume that all of the stats are better because that's how this normally works. Now, this is a Slash King. I'm just going to tell you right now. I've got 3 builds today to show you. I've got this build here, which is like your standard-y Slash build. I've got a corrosive build, which I haven't actually used yet, so we'll experience that one together. I like to experiment in these videos so you guys can see, some mindsets on builds and things like that. For those of you that don't know that kind of thing. And then I've got a endgame prime galvanized build, which is pay to win. That unless you're endgame, you're not going to be able to get yet, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to get grinding. So, like I said, we've got slashy build. This is your basic slash build, and then we'll do the corrosive one, and then I'll do the end game pay to win build with all the buffs and all that good stuff. So, like I said, it's a slash build. It's a very slashy based weapon. That fire rate is insane. Yep, absolutely easy peasy. 15 slashes and 10 viral. It doesn't take long at all for all of them to proc up. As you can see, it's really nothing to worry about. 19 slashes, see you later. I do actually have something I want to test out in this as well. So there's no alt fire on this build. As you can see, I'm spamming the alt fire button. There is nothing, but it doesn't need it. 25 slashes, see ya. No amount of armor is going to save you from that one. There is like damage drop off on. Well, I mean, is this weapon classed as a beam weapon? I don't actually know. I assume this is classed as a beam. There's no way of telling, is there? Increased rate of fire, recharge has been replaced with ammo clips. I'm gonna guess this is classed as a beam weapon because if I go stand right up close, we're doing like 200. Pretty decent damage. How far away are you now? 24. We'll go 25 meters. Still pretty decent. How far back can I go now? 36. As you can see, no problem at all. I can't really go back any further. Oh, I fucked that one up, didn't I? Where are we now? 50. Nope. 50. There we go. And then you have to worry about the like not being able to. I can barely see what I'm hitting, so I'm not hitting them in the head. But does it matter? No, it doesn't. Absolutely no issues at all. So I actually really enjoy this weapon. I don't know what your class this has. I thought it was an assault rifle, but obviously not. So this is the most basic slash build you ever find in Warframe. 1 riven disposition. So am I going to recommend rivens? No, I'm not. I don't have one anyway. So, duration, heavy caliber damage, point strike, vital sense, crit chance, crit damage, hunting munitions for slash on crit, split chamber and vigilante armaments for multi-shot, and rhyme rounds for cold. I did get the weapon with toxin on. I recommend that everybody gets toxin on their weapons. If you want to build it with corrosive, you can just whip on high voltage. If you want to get it with viral, you just put on rhyme rounds. It's the best of both. I know a lot of people put heat on their weapons. That would work too, but then you would have to drop vigilante armaments for what's it called, malignant force, so you'd lose some multi-shot, some damage or whatever. So I just find it's always best to stick toxin on my weapons. So there's that. I did want to try, actually, I want to get rid of that and put on bladed rounds. And there was something else I wanted to try, but I can't remember what it was. So Bladed rounds is 120% crit damage on a kill. Now, I believe we're about to find out. I don't think that matters how that kill is acquired. No, it does not. Now, that crit damage isn't actually going to boost my slash damage, so it doesn't really matter, but my gun is going to do a little bit more damage. Is it noticeable? No, not really. You know, I think the only thing with this is you definitely need to be getting those kills. But if you're doing an endurance run using this weapon, you're going to be killing the butchers and the lancers, and you're going to have no problem at all keeping up them stacks. So there's absolutely nothing to worry about when it comes to weapon buffs. That's the one thing I do love about the... That's what I'm going to use. That's one thing I love about galvanized mods is, you know, you get things like this on kill. Well, if I'm doing endurance runs, I don't have to worry about not getting kills because there's so many basic mobs in the game that it's nothing to worry about. So what I've done now is I've swapped out bladed rounds for Fanged Fusillade, which is bonus slash, and you will see my slashes do a bit more damage. Again, it works. You know, if you don't want to use Vigilante armors, you can use bladed rounds, that works. You could use Fanged Fusillade, that works. You could use Shred if you wanted to, that would probably work. He has 30 slashes on him. I'm all over the place. He's got 25. See, yeah. He's got 14. So, yeah, it all works. It all works. That top slot is your option slot. This one here, option slot. You want to stick on Bane of Corrupted? Sure, let's go for it. Let's try Bane of Corrupted, because I love Bane mods, as you all know. You all should love them too. Yeah, see, yeah, look at that. That is just a flat 50% damage increase to Corrupted. Now, the only pain in the arse with them is you do have to swap them out for whatever faction you are using. But if you've watched all my build videos now, you know that I love fighting my corrupted enemies. I love my void survivals. My favourite thing to do in this game. So, Bane of Corrupted actually is what's given us the best performance out of all of them. So, yeah, that is that. That's not what we want. That's Valkyrie. So, yeah, that's that. This here is a corrosive build, but I have Bane of Corrupted on. Like I said, Bane of Corrupted is just a better mod. You know, you really, if you don't like main mods, you really need to think about it, because they're just so good. You know, again, you do have to swap them out if you're going to go and fight Infested or Grineer and whatnot, and I know sometimes you forget and then you lose damage, but it really is such a big game changer for sure. Now, corrosive, is it worth doing? No, it isn't. I don't recommend it. You know, you've seen the performance out of the slash build. This is effective, it does the job, but not even close. You know, and even on corrosive builds, it wants to slash 8 slashes. So just stick with viral. Corrosive, like I said, it works, but it really isn't the most effective. And now then, here we go. This is the end game build. So that build, for those of you wondering, Serration Heavy Caliber, Point Strike, Vital Scent, Split Chamber, Vigilante Armors, High Voltage, and Bane of Corrupted, if any of you would like to use that. This is your end game build. Again, no it isn't. Why have I got corrosive on here? What's going on? What's going on today? That's twice that's happened now. So, what the fuck am I doing? Jesus Christ. Right. This is what I'm going to try. Now, ignore the fact that I've got 20% crit chance. Again, I've got Galvanized Scope. 120% crit chance when aiming and 40% crit chance stacking up to 5 times. So crit, really don't have to worry about. This mod right here is amazing for weapons that aren't the best at crit chance, you know. And I can even, if I was really feeling psycho, stack it with Point Strike if I really, really needed that crit. But I don't. You will see. And the multi-shot, again, Galvanized Chamber is giving me multi-shots on kills. Bane of Corrupted, all of that good stuff. This is this quote-unquote endgame build. This is what I use on endurance runs if I'm going to use the Flux Rifle. Now, it's going to take a while to ramp up. No, it isn't. Don't worry about it. And just you wait till those multi-shot stacks show up. As you can see, not an issue at all. I've got my crit chance. In fact, I'm critting even better now. And the extra multi-shot. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Galvanized mods are incredible. They really are. And this is a weapon that benefits off them a lot. Look at that. Don't even need to shoot them that much. Is 4 going to be enough? Oh. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's such a good gun. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of slash weapons, but this one is very, very good. So that's what we'll use all our magical buffs on in a second. So again, Serration Heavy Caliber, Galvanized Scope, Galvanized Chamber, Vital Sense for crit damage, 100 munitions, Bane of Corrupted, and then Rhyme Rounds. Now you could swap out Vital Sense for whatever you wanted. You could put on... you could use Vigilante Armaments, that would work. You could use Fang Fusillade for your extra slash if you wanted to. That would make your slashes deal stupid amounts of damage. You can use Shred, anything that ups your fire rate if you really wanted to. Hammer Shot for status and crit damage, that would work. You lose some multi, but you gain some status. I don't think it's worth it. It's up to you, and we'll talk about this Excellence mod slot quick. You can use Eagle Eye, you can use Ammo Drum. You could use Sinister Reach. I don't think it's necessary. I mean, you saw me hitting them across the map, and you know, in most of your normal tile set missions, you're not going to have to worry about beams, so don't worry about it. Mending Shot. You won't. I don't think you'll need mutation, but you can use it. There is no recoil, so you don't need it. So the mod slot really is kind of wasted on this weapon, in my opinion. But it's completely up to you if you'd like to use it. Now we're going to use our Rhino buff. This will be interesting. I can't wait to see what this is going to be like with Mirage. I've got to get my stacks back. That won't take long. Oh yeah. No, that works. It's insane. It's such a good gun. Oh, but you're hitting him in the head. No, hit him in the body. Does that make you feel better? Well, that one thinks he's tough. Yeah, there's no question there. And finally, we'll use our Mirage. Now, this Mirage, not only am I going to get the Eclipse buff, the Doppelganger buff, I'm using both our Arcane Rage and Acceleration as well. So, this really is... Do I need it to slash? If I don't want to. So look at all those buffs in my top corner. I've got my Eclipse, I've got my Galvanized mods, I've got my Arcane mods, I've got Fire Rate. I've got so much damage, it's insane. Yeah, there's... Oh, these Tenant weapons, they are something else. But I want to see him slash. That didn't even proc a viral. See ya. 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 Oh, that didn't proc a slash. Oh, that's a world's first. There you go. That's pathetic. So yeah, there you go. Again, I'll show you one last time. Mirage, by the way, is like the best for guns. So, we've got Serration Heavy Caliber, Galvanized Scope, Galvanized Chamber, Vital Sense, 100 Munitions, Bane of Corrupted, and Rhyme Rounds. Again, Bane is your option slot. If you don't have primed Bane, I wouldn't recommend using normal Bane mods because it's 30%. I mean, you can. You definitely want to go out and get prime ones. They're so much better. Fang Fusillade would work. Speed Trigger. vigilante armaments, hammer shot, light acceleration if you were feeling really necessary. Yeah, we said shred. You don't need argon scope. Bladed rounds, that would work too. So yeah, this is definitely a weapon that you can use really what you want. It's insane. So there you guys go. Hopefully you have enjoyed that. I don't have a Riven unfortunately to show you. I don't even have it on a second account. That would be absolutely game changing. But yeah, that would definitely be very interesting. If you guys have enjoyed that, please leave a like down below. As always, subscribe. It's been your boy Acid. If you've got anything to let me know in the comments, be sure to do so. I listen and answer all the comments. Yeah. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.